This is the city of Detroit versus Antoine Pierre Latney. His number is SP 1445432, SP 162203661, SP 1627402, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Latney, please state your name for the record.
Buckle up, because what you're about to witness is one of the most confusing, chaotic, and unintentionally hilarious sovereign citizen interpretations you'll ever see in a courtroom. This case starts off simple. A routine hearing in the city of Detroit for what should have been minor vehicle-related charges. Nothing dramatic, nothing serious, just the kind of basic legal housekeeping that takes a few minutes and everyone moves on with their day. But not today, because the man you're about to meet, Anton Pierre Latney, doesn't walk in as Anton. At least, not according to him. Anton insists he is a natural man of flesh and blood, completely separate from the all-caps corporate entity he claims the court is really trying to prosecute. And he brings props with him, holding up documents, flashing his birth certificate at the camera, and refusing to acknowledge his own legal name. From the judge trying to keep a straight face, to the attorney who immediately withdraws after realizing the chaos she stepped into, to Anton insisting he's only appearing specially for the bond. This entire hearing spirals into sovereign citizen confusion within seconds. And yet, despite the mess, this courtroom somehow manages to turn it all around and end on a surprisingly civil note. Stay with us, because this is one of those cases where every moment gets stranger than the last. And I want you to decide for yourself. Is Anton genuinely confused, intentionally difficult, or fully committed to sovereign citizen ideology? Let's get into it.
Here's a special appearance. Here's the bond in question, the birth certificate. I'm the natural person, natural man, and I'm not surety for this bond here, but I got it right here in my hand.
You have to turn your first of all, Mr. Latney, you have to turn your camera on. I can't talk to you without seeing who I'm talking to.
And I withdraw my appearance, Your Honor.
Why do you withdraw your appearance so quick, Mr. Harris?
Because it appears he does not need the assistance of counsel.
Well, we don't know that yet.
I should start my video, but it's doing something like.
Mr. Ostrowski, you might want, I don't know if that's a cigarette. I would take that out if I were you. Good job.
It says start your video, so you got to start your video, all right?
I'm going to use my phone, I guess.
Are you all right? Well, however you do it, I'll pass the matter until you get it together, all right?
All right.
Let's go back on the record with Latney. So, Mr. Latney, state your name for the record, please.
I'm making a special appearance. I'm Antoine, the natural man, and here goes his typography, all capital name, Antoine Pierre Latney bond that you guys are questioning. I'll make a special appearance on this.
Mr. Latney, I have no clue what you're holding up or what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the birth certificate. I'm holding up the birth certificate of Antoine Pierre Latney.
Okay, and who is Antoine Pierre Latney?
That's I'm the natural person, but the all capitals name, which is typography that you are dealing with the all caps, that's this birth certificate. I'm not that all capital name. The all capital name is this birth certificate right here. I'm the natural person.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing me.
I'm confused too. I'm confused too.
Okay, well, we're both confused. I need to see Antoine. I need to see Antoine Pierre Latney. That's who I need to see.
I'm Antoine in the natural form, flesh and blood, right here. How you doing?
This moment is crucial. Anton refuses to confirm that he is the person listed in the charges, and instead claims the court is actually prosecuting an all-capital letter version of his name. This is classic sovereign citizen ideology, rooted in the belief that the government creates a separate corporate identity at birth. What's important here is how the judge handles it. She stays calm, patient, and persistent. She doesn't argue sovereign citizen logic. She simply asks for clarity, because legally, the court must confirm identity before moving forward. Anton, meanwhile, keeps bouncing between saying he is Anton, but not that Anton. This back and forth is where cases like this can spiral into contempt, delays, or full-blown meltdowns. But the judge instead chooses strategy. She pauses the case until Anton can present himself clearly. It's a smart move, and it keeps the situation from escalating.
So you're Antoine Latney, right?
No. Are you referring to the all capital name?
Bro, we trying to go. You making this shit longer than it got to be.
I know it.
I'm gonna pass the matter until I get Antoine Latney.
Okay.
All right. Let's go Latney. Let's get this over with. Yeah, let's do this because it's gonna linger on. And Mr. Latney, let's go back on the record with Antonio and Antoine.
For the record,
Antoine Pierre Latney.
I'm making a special appearance. I'm Antoine Pierre Latney, and I'm making a special appearance for this bond. I do not assume any responsibility for the all capitals name that you guys have in front of you or anywhere else.
Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna put my appearance back on the record. Cherika Harris, on behalf of the natural person, Antoine Latney, and I will ask for a breakout room, but I am ready on Johnny Gatewood if we could do that matter first.
We'll get Johnny Gatewood out here. But you know something, Ms. Harris, I don't know if Mr. Latney knows that we get a lot of attention from these bloggers and these
well, it's just that it's like I drive for a living, but when I get into my regular car,
Mr. Latney, if I were you, I wouldn't talk. I mean, well, I'm sorry, you might not be Mr. Latney, but the person representing, I wouldn't talk if I were you. Give me a moment to speak with you in the breakout room before you make a whole lot of statements on the record, please and thank you.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So let's I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Latney. Have a conversation with you don't object to that, do you? Having a conversation with Ms. Harris?
This is one of the most important turning points in the entire hearing. After all the confusion, the claims of being a natural man, the refusal to acknowledge his legal identity, something surprising happens. Anton finally speaks with his attorney privately, and whatever was said in that breakout room clearly worked. When they return, the tone shifts dramatically. Miss Harris presents insurance, registration receipts, and a valid Georgia license. Suddenly, this stops being a sovereign citizen showdown and becomes exactly what it should have been from the start, a routine paperwork hearing. This shows two things. One, the attorney's presence was absolutely essential. Without her, this hearing would have spiraled into hours of legal chaos. Two, behind all the sovereign citizen language, Anton actually did have his documents in order. This raises a question for the audience. Was the sovereign citizen approach just his way of expressing frustration, or does he fully believe in the ideology? Either way, the breakout room saved this case.
No.
So have a conversation with Ms. Harris, and just wait on her. I'm going to get Mr. Gatewood out of here, and then we'll hear what you have to say. All right?
Yes, sir. That's great.
All right. Let's go back on the record. Let's go back on the record with Latney. Mr. Latney, what is this? How is this dismissed, Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Latney. I was able to ascertain that he does have insurance that expires December 2nd, 2024. He did show me his receipt. Mr. Bowman was kind enough to take the receipt for the registration. And he also showed me his Georgia license that was issued in January of 21 and expires March of 29. My understanding is that would take care of the matters that were before the court. We would ask the court to adopt the recommendation to dismiss.
All right. If that's the recommendation, we will adopt it and to get Mr. Latney on his way. Because don't know how you check a Georgia license, but we'll just go without the recommendation. Mr. Latney, you still owe $174 for an expired plate, a old expired plate, and $108 for an old no valid registration, all right?
Your Honor, if I could inquire as to how old those are?
They're too old for me to set aside. I can give you the date, but I'm not gonna set it aside.
Thank you, Your Honor. I thought I would try.
Yeah, you can't help but try. That's the last year, April the 8th.
And just like that, the storm fizzles out. The judge calmly explains what's dismissed, what must still be paid, and ensures Anton understands everything before letting him go. This is a major contrast to the chaotic beginning of the hearing, where no one could even agree on what name to use. It's a great example of judicial patience. Many judges would have escalated the situation, issued warnings, or even ended the hearing. But instead, she guided the process step by step, protected the defendant from himself, and ultimately resolved the case smoothly. By the end, Anton is cooperative, respectful, and actually grateful. The entire courtroom seems relieved, especially after seeing how wild this could have gotten.
Dismissed for providing
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Latney, those matters were dismissed, but you do have some that still have to be paid.
All right, Mr. Latney, you understand that?
What's the criteria?
No, you just owe 2 old civil infractions that you never paid. An expired plate and a no registration, $174 and $108. The other matters that the court calls in the record are dismissed, all right?
Okay.
All right, have a great day, sir. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, you too.
Good job, Ms. Harris.
And here it is, the big courtroom pivot. After verifying the documents, the judge dismisses the new charges. This could have been a huge victory moment, except there's still money owed on old civil infractions. The judge emphasizes that these older fines are too old to be set aside. That's important legally. Courts cannot erase civil infractions simply because time has passed, and these unpaid fines follow the defendant until resolved. Notice the attorney's attempt. She politely asks if anything can be dismissed. And like many attorneys do, she tries because sometimes leniency is possible. But the judge stands firm. This entire moment highlights something viewers often forget. Even if new charges are dismissed, old legal responsibilities don't disappear. Anton walks away without new penalties, but he still has obligations, and this judge isn't letting him avoid them.